Hi, this week the Crank Canvas team wants to show you guys how to load your crank canvas and how much room you could potentially save using one of our Classic Pro models. One of the first things you're going to notice with the conventional plastic storage boxes is how bulky they are and hard to carry, not to mention how much room they take on your boat. Now over a couple years and through the elements, you'll see that the carriers and the plastic themselves start to break down, whether it be failed hinges or broken clasps, or if you step on them and they break. It becomes a real hassle when you're trying to replace a damaged box and you end up with a mixed match of all different shapes and sizes of plastic boxes. And one of the worst things about storing your tackle in these boxes is that when you're transporting them, your tackle takes a beating, getting scratched, and the hooks get dull before you even get a chance to put them in the water. Alright, let's get started. One of the first things you do, obviously, is open up your crank canvas. And it's smart to go through and open this initial seal on these pockets. When we first get them from the factory, they can be kind of tight. I like to use two hands to be able to push up on the back of the seam, and it makes it a lot easier to open them. We already went through to do that to save us some time. But another thing to mention is it's easier to load the crank canvas from the bottom working towards the top. So we're going to go ahead and flip all of these pockets up so they're out of the way, and we are going to get to work. Now, we're finally getting rid of these plastic boxes, save some space. These covers never stay on right. Now I've got some terminal tackle. I like to use these terminal baggies a lot of times with my jigs and some of that smaller stuff just to help keep it organized. Then I've got my fishing license here. I'm going to stick it in this 3.5 inch pocket we put down here for that purpose, along with some of this terminal tackle with my swivels and snaps. So I've pretty much got everything I need to go right there. We can throw that in there. Alright. Now these 8.5 inch pockets down here, I like to put my spinner tubes in there. Got my Lindy's on there and some hand-tied spinners, so we're ready to go to the lake. And then I like to kind of have my bigger stuff on the bottom and work towards the smaller stuff. So I sort of have a game plan in mind. I like to point out that, you know, try to tuck those treble hooks in any way you can to get that lure all the way to the bottom. Make sure the bills are all facing the same way. It really adds to the visual effect when you're looking for your tackle. It makes it look more organized. And it really helps that seal to make sure that your tackle's getting protected. You can see how that works already. Just keep working your way up. I'm probably going to speed this up for you guys just to save you 10 minutes of time just watching me do this. Now that we've got our crank canvas all filled up, you can easily see how much more space you're going to save on the boat, not to mention how much easier it's going to be to carry around all of that tackle at one time. You're also going to get a better overall view of all of your tackle in one shot compared to sifting around all of those plastic boxes, which tend to get brittle and need replacing over the years through the elements. So your crank canvas is an investment that will store and protect your tackle for years to come.